outbreak
Yeah.
a couple years ago, but it's not going to spread among the general population. It's almost certainly going to stay primarily among gay men. Honestly, in the United States, the risk is very low. It's only primarily transmitted among gay men. It basically got into the sexual networks of gay men, and a lot of gay men have tons and tons of sexual partners, and often don't use condoms, and so as a result, it spreads more amongst gay men.
What's the drug called?
It's called tecovirimat, or TPOXX is the name of it. We also need to keep up the people's belief that the drug works, so that's why spinning it in the media is helpful. So we want the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, to approve our drugs specifically for monkeypox, and right now it's only considered experimental, and they won't approve it based on this study. You can spin them so that people won't dump the stock thinking that the company's worthless. World Health Organization did an announcement about a public health emergency. It's all over the news and stuff. They could give us something called an emergency authorization. This is what they did during COVID, like the vaccines and everything. They actually had to submit the data, but they took the preliminary data. They didn't wait till the data was followed out for 3 or 6 months because it was an emergency. Because basically what we're trying to get the media to say is, oh, the drug didn't work because it was designed the wrong way. So they're going to do another study and it'll probably work. And in the meantime, people should prescribe it for that reason as an emergency drug. That's what we want the story to be. So the problem is we're stuck with our drug, it definitely looks like it works, but the people that we need to buy it are not going to be as confident in it because the data doesn't look as strong as it would have if we had designed it a different way. So sometimes you do a study and nothing works at all. Or people get really sick from it. The problem is if you do another study, it'll take a year or two to do it because you got to get ethics approval, you got to get money, you got to get patients come in.
I mean, is it a moneymaker, the emergency use?
Well, it depends. It's not that many patients have the disease, which is why my CEO has to decide, is it worth it? Because if there's only a few thousand cases in the United States, does it really make sense to do another study that's going to cost $10 million? Or to do, if you're not going to make that much money on the other hand. And so my boss is trying to figure out she's the money person. I'm supposed to be the thinker. I was on phone calls and work stuff all day and getting interviewed by media from different angles and things like that. So.
You were trying to say.
Yeah. So I know the reporters well.